What's up, guys? Brian here. Just wanted to do a quick video. We're all ready to go for Monday. Backhoe's all chained down. Ramps are on. I wanted to do a video about some of the goals that my business has. See if I can get in the cab here, if it's a little bit more we're gonna get in here real quick, talk about some of the goals that I got for my company. Give me a second here. Okay. What's up, Luis? I want to talk about some of the goals that we got here at VANDUYN Dump Trucking. Keep pushing forward. Definitely one of the goals. Actually, you know what? The sun is just so bright. Forget that. I know. Filming right there. What'd you think of that video? That's called sacrifice right there. How about right back here? Okay. This is just as fitting of the place as any. Give me a second to set this little kickstand up. Okay. Basically, I wanted to do a video on the goals. The goals that I got for this company, where we're headed, where we've been, you know, and it all started out with goals. You know, I had this vision in my head that nobody was gonna stop me, you know, and it all started with, you know, me wanting to be independent of other people. You know, I didn't want to have to rely on somebody to feed my family. I didn't want to rely on people to give my children jobs. I wanted to be there for my family. And Luis, that's a good question. You're gonna have to decide that for yourself. Personally, I would not go over the road. The profit margin is a lot less than driving a dump truck. Mainly because there's too many over-the-road drivers, too many long haulers, too many major corporations like Swift, you know, Road One or Knight, or, you know, all those companies, they have the market in their corner. They really do. They got the market cornered. And anyways, I'm getting off topic. The goals, I set a list of goals for this company, and I wrote them down a few months ago, and I kind of wanted to share some of my goals with you guys, so you can see, so you guys can hold me accountable and I can hold myself accountable. You got to have an accountability partner when you have goals. Somebody to keep you in checkmate and say, hey dude, this was your goal and you ain't keeping up, you know. Or somebody to say, keep up the good work, you know. A goal I have right now is my half-year mark of being in business is right around the corner. Like literally right around the corner. I think next month we will have been in business for 6 months. It's either next month. Yeah, the end of next month. Right? So the end of October, beginning of November. 6 months in business, guys. My goal was to make $100,000 in 6 months. And some of you may say that's crazy. And a lot of people would have told me that it couldn't be done. A lot of people did tell me it couldn't be done. You know, a lot of people told me that I couldn't make $100,000 in a year driving dump trucks. And I remember to this day, it was about 9 months ago, 10 months ago. No, it was actually longer than a year. What's today, the 22nd, 23rd? On the 22nd last year, I bought this dump truck. So it's been a year since I've owned this dump truck. Before that, I had mentioned on one of the Facebook forums, one of the Facebook groups, King County Dump Truckers, about a year ago. I said, hey guys, this is my experience level. I want to make $90,000 in a year. I'm willing to work as many hours as it takes, whatever, to do it. I want to make $90,000 in 1 year. And everybody, except for like 1 or 2 people, laughed at me. You know, they said, ain't happening, you're dreaming, what are you smoking? You know, there's even one guy who said, yeah, I know a few drivers that have done it, but oh no, he said, I know a few drivers that made 75 and stripped on the weekends, you know. And everybody, I was like the laughing stock of the King County Dump Truckers page. And it's been 1 year since I bought my dump truck, and I've made $87,000 since I bought it. And I've only worked 6 months, and I've made $87,000 in 6 months. Oh, actually 5 months. 6 months. I'm still on track to make $100,000 in 6 months. And when I do, oh man, the feeling I'm getting inside right here. People, they'll tell you that you can't make it, you can't succeed, you can't do this. They can't. You can. Not only can you, you should. You know? I did it. I'm doing it. All it takes is a willingness to get out there and give it your all. Can't be the money though. That can't be the reason you do your stuff. You got to do it for a bigger purpose. For your family, for your kids, for, you know, it's got to be a reason bigger than yourself. You know, it's not easy being a dump truck owner, but it's worth it. It's worth every penny. It's worth every second of every day. And it's because I've really put forth my best every single day. I've given it my all every single day. Well, not every single day. There have been a few days, like maybe last week or something, I turned some work down. I shouldn't have turned it down, but I did. I was kind of lazy, and the mud flap was bent, and so I didn't want to get in worse. So I said, you know what, I'm going to call one of my buddies up that may need the work more than I do. And I told him, hey, dude, go grab this work. This is going to be easy peasy, you know. And he snatched it up and did it. But it just goes to show, if you guys write your goals down, write down, you know, what you want to accomplish. And then, not just write it down, but every single day you do something. Just, if it's the smallest, stupidest thing, just do it. I've been asking a lot of questions from a lot of veterans lately and trying to get their opinion on where I should take this company. And, you know, I got 2 options, basically. I got buy a pup trailer or buy equipment, right? And I've kind of decided in my head at this point at my business, with my truck being as old as it is, I don't think I should buy buy a pup trailer. Hey, Ben. So I'm not gonna buy a pup trailer. I'm gonna buy equipment, and I've been thinking really hard on it and talking to a lot of people with experience that have, run businesses and everything. And my Corey buddy, he'd argue with me on this one, and some other people, but I think I'm gonna get like an 80 size excavator, an 80 series, a little bit bigger than a 50, a little bit smaller than like a 120, 130. So that's kind of where I'm looking. But I just want to say, you guys, I'm not going to buy the equipment right away. It may take me a year or two before I decide to buy one. I kind of want the economy to go down more before I buy one. So basically, my goals right now are just stockpile cash for my business. And when the economy goes down, everything is going to be for sale, right? The people that didn't have the cash in the bank, they're going to be selling stuff dirt cheap. And I'll have the capital to, snatch it up. So that's kind of my goal for the future of this company. Stockpile some cash and just keep stockpiling, and as things break, I'm going to keep fixing them, But right now, as of right now, the company is where I want it to be at. I never dreamed that in 6 months, I'd have a backhoe and a tilt deck, But I set the goal, and I said, no matter what, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to make $100,000 in 6 months. And I'm only 13 grand away. $13,000 away from 100,000, guys. And I got 1 month and a week to make it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass that by maybe probably $5,000 to $7,000. I'm going to be over my goal. And, the thing is, you got to set a goal, and you just got to push and push and push, and just ignore everybody that says no. Just ignore them all. I can't believe it. $100,000, 6 months. I'm actually doing it. You gotta have goals. You gotta have a vision. You gotta have dreams. You gotta want it. And you guys have seen me since day one. Since a year ago, I've been doing dump truck videos. 22nd. That's when I bought this dump truck. For one full year, I've been doing videos on this dump truck, and at least once a week almost. I'm pretty sure I've been pretty steady once a week, if not twice a week sometimes. And you guys have seen it. I have really given it my all. And I can't expect it. I couldn't have dreamed it had been any cooler than it is. Yeah, I still remember that post I made on that Facebook page. It got over 300 comments. 300. And only like 2 or 3 of them were like, yeah, it can be done, but you're going to be, you're going to be swapping trucks, and you're going to be working, every single hour of the day. But it was like 3 people out of 300 that said I could do it. 3 people. The rest said no. I guess I showed them, didn't I? We showed them. You guys have been right there behind me 100% of the way. My wife and my 2 kids, they've been behind me 100% of the way. My grandpa's been behind me. My mom. Some people, and there have been a few people that, were very skeptical in the very beginning. Very skeptical. And they were like, Brian, are you crazy? You just bought a pile of junk. How much did you spend on that thing? It's gonna take some work, dude. You know, there were every type of person out there, you know, saying the majority said I couldn't do it. The majority, the big majority. There was a few people, you know, that believed in me. Number one, my wife, she always believed in me. You know, it's just goes to show, you know, when you really put your heart to it, you can have whatever you want in America, you know. And people say the little man can't get ahead. That is a lie. That's a lie made by all those people that say, you can't do it, Brian. You'll never make it. You're just going to be one of those cheap dump trucks that I buy up. You know, your dump truck's going to be on sale come summertime. That's what they told me. They said, Brian, who wants a 3-axle dump truck? Nobody wants one. You'll just be another cheap one I buy up. And I told that guy, I said, dude, I'm going to be so big, dude. I'm going to buy the company you work for, dude. And you won't have a job. You know. And, you know, people are going to tell you no against your dreams. And you just got to ignore them. You just got to tell them, jump in the creek. Get behind and watch. You know. So one of the reasons why I want to go into equipment versus another dump truck or a pup trailer, finding employees, finding CDL drivers that you can trust. Like, so think of it this way. The dump truck is my heart and soul in the business, right? It's the main focus, the dump truck, right? Now, that's my main money maker right now. Now I have smaller stuff like the backhoe that's going to keep my dump truck working, right? Because my dump truck has the highest profit margin right now, right? Then my business is going to kind of transition. Once I get my excavator, then the business is going to transition to more of a excavation side of the industry. Because, and I've talked to several people, they say there's a higher profit margin in digging the dirt and excavating. Number one, because you're not burning the fuel that you're burning in a dump truck. You're not burning the tires that you're burning in a dump truck. You know, fuel, I spend 150 to 200 bucks a day in fuel. With an excavator, not even anywhere close to that. And so the profit margin is a little bit higher in the excavation side of things. You know, if you bid it right, if you get good at bidding, and that's one of the things I want to work on. I want to learn how to do is estimate. Start learning how to estimate projects. Thanks for watching, Corey. Thanks for tuning in. Pound that like button, guys. Yeah, there's just a higher profit margin. It's easier to find laborers than it is CDL drivers, right? So think about it this way. It's easier to find operators, people that are willing to learn how to operate. And with my business, you know, I'm not going to be the highest paying person out there. I'm not going to pay people the most. But what I will do is I'll give people the opportunity to get that experience that they need and that they want, because that's what nobody ever gave me. Nobody ever gave me the chance to, you know, drive truck. Well, okay, I take that back. There was one guy, Robert, who gave me a chance to drive for his company. It was just a little too far for me to commute, so I turned him down on that. But I want to be the guy that's giving people the opportunity to grow and, you know, have their own opportunities. I want to be that type of person that's giving people the opportunity, you know. That's kind of where my goals are and where this company's headed. You know, we will make 100,000 in 6 months of being in business, though. You know, which, that's insanity right there. Insanity. that just goes to show hard work does pay off. You know, hard work really does pay off. And anyways, guys, I just wanted to tell you guys that, you know, set some goals and you know, find a good reason why you want to make those goals happen, and they will happen. Let me catch up on your guys' comments. I haven't been able to see them all. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to read these. Keep pushing. I think I answered that one. Don't go over the road. I wouldn't do that. I mean, it's for some people. It's a lifestyle. You won't have a family. Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Silicone Heavy Highway. Dude, don't ever listen to anybody unless they're rooting you on. That's the way I feel about it, you know. Go where you're celebrated, you know, and you'll do good things. 1 second, honey. I'm doing a video. Okay. Dinner's ready. Yeah, no, I'm not planning on getting another dump truck anytime soon. Maybe after I get my, that is one thing I want to do. Once I get my equipment, I'm going to buy another dump truck before I buy a pup trailer. Because the profit margin is way higher with 2 dump trucks than a truck and a trailer. Just reading these comments. Yeah, people are gonna tell you you can't make it. You know, they're gonna tell you just gotta. I love proving haters wrong. I do. I love proving them wrong. You know, finding work is so easy. You know, mainly because of the relationships I've been able to build and the people I've been able to help. They call me and say, hey, do you want to work? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? You know, people call me. You know, I haven't called a person in the past 3 months for work. Well, okay, maybe for a day or two I've called, you know, when there wasn't something. I said, hey, I could fill this spot, but I didn't have to. It was more of a choice. Yeah, the past 3 months I haven't really made a single call to find any work. People have just called me like, hey, you working this day? You gonna do this project with us? I'm like, yeah, I'm in. That's good, Mike. That's good. That's a pretty good paycheck. You know, when I was driving tanker trucks, the Highboy's right over there. Look at that thing shine. Zoom in on that bad boy. For those of you who don't know, that's my pickup truck. One of the mistakes recent new business owners do is they see all this money and they go buy a brand new pickup truck. And all their money goes into making a payment. I don't have any payments. No payments. You're looking at 100% bootstraps. I pulled up myself by my bootstraps. No free handouts here. Okay, I take that back. The junkie gave me $600, roughly $600 worth of tools and stuff. This thing is worthless for a kickstand. Anyways. And then my mom bought some lights for me for my dump truck. But, yeah. Bootstraps, man. Pulled it up by the bootstraps. Yep. Okay, let's get back to your comment. Okay, so what I was saying, $1,000 a week, dude, that's pretty good money. Now what you gotta do is you gotta learn how to live off of nothing. Once you learn how to live off of nothing and save everything, the next thing you know, you'll be buying an $8,000 dump truck and fixing everything up on it. What's up, Evan? You'll be fixing everything up on it. Next thing you know, you'll be making $100,000 in 6 months. You know, it's insanity, guys. Here's a dump truck. It's filthy right now. Look at that. It's just disgusting. The back of it is. I haven't had time to wash it. Like, this stuff is. That's from hauling asphalt right there. Spraying it with diesel, and then, you know, all the grindings hit it, and then they stick, and then, you know, the tar and the grindings mixes with the diesel and just gets all over it. Yeah. I don't think I've shown you guys the pad that I poured. Well, I didn't really pour it. I kind of excavated it with my just whatever you do not finance. Do not finance. That's what people, they have these goals of financing, and then next thing you know, when winter rolls around, they're not making what they thought they were gonna make, and then they sell it. You know, Pat, that's a good idea. I wish I would have spent more on my truck. But I knew that I was only gonna spend what I had in my bank. I knew I was never gonna go into debt. And when you go into debt, you won't have money to buy opportunities that come up. $3,000, $5,000. That right there, that's a $15,000 setup, at least. Yeah. Yeah, when you start financing and stuff, then you're in debt, and then next thing you know, an emergency happens, and then you're borrowing more money, and then another emergency happens, and then you're even further into debt, and then you lose your job. You know, I don't remember if I ever told you guys that. Kind of my story on how I changed the way I was living was, yeah, Dave Ramsey, dude. I am Dave Ramsey's #1 fan. I was living day to day, paying off my credit card every month. I didn't have really any major debt. I had a pickup truck that I spent, what did I spend on that thing? $26,000. I financed $26,000. I only owed, dude, he won't listen to me on the financing thing. He thinks there's good debt, and you know, that's his opinion. I can't change his mind on it. But you know, I was living basically paycheck to paycheck, you know, paying off the credit card every month, had no debt, but I was like, it felt like I was getting nowhere in life, you know. So, and then I found, and we had sold our house, or we were selling our house. We were still selling it, right? We were living in my camper trailer with a baby, a dog, and a turtle living in the sink, right? We were living in my camper because we were trying to sell our house and buy this duplex, right? And I found out the same day, I found out this day that my wife was pregnant with our baby girl. And that same day that I found that out, my boss called me up and told me that my job was on the line, and, you know, threatened me with my job. And I said, dude, I didn't tell him that, but I said, count the days, I'm gone. You will never speak to me that way. Nobody ever puts me in a bad position. And that's when I got a hold of Dave Ramsey's plan, and, you know, I sold the truck, dynamited the log jam, and never had debt ever since, you know. And if you follow Dave he's playing, dude, you'll be living good, man. You'll be stress free, dude. I'm stress free. Everything I got, I paid for. I don't got no bills, you know, except for my mortgage. That's the only debt I have is my mortgage, right? And all my household bills, $2,000 a month. That's all it adds up to, $2,000 a month. That's 2 days worth of work, or if I'm lucky, 1 day's worth of work for me. Day and a night shift, $2,000 covered. You know, so if you know, just stay away from debt like the plague, man. I don't do any debt. You know, for fuel, definitely not for fuel. I just don't do it. Dude, Pat. Dude, congratulations, dude. Dude, that's accomplishment right there. You know, just pay that sucker off. Pay it off as fast as you can. You know. You gotta have goals, you know. And another book that's good to read, if you're reading Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover, check out the Millionaire Next Door or The Millionaire Mind. Yeah. What? $200,000 truck with 12% interest? That's not bad? Dude, that's insanity is what that is. I would never go into debt that much for a truck. There's just no way. No way. Anyways, guys, supper's ready, so I better get in there. My wife's going to be mad at me. So please, guys, check out my Instagram page, Brian VANDUYN. Check out the Facebook business page, VANDUYN Dump Trucking, LLC. If you go to the channel, the front page of my channel, there's little icons on the cover photo. You can click on that. It'll take you straight there. If not, search Brian VANDUYN, and it should pop up. And like those, check those out. Posting pictures on Instagram. At least I have been lately, of all the stuff that's been going on, the new lug nut covers, and you know, I got a few more surprises up my short sleeve coming down the pipe. We're gonna be tricking out the truck pretty soon here with some chicken lights, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are gonna like seeing that. I'd say probably when business slows down a little bit in the wintertime, we'll probably get that done. And yeah, 12% is so much money. 12% is a lot of money. That's $12,000 on 200,000. No, 24,000. $24,000 on 200,000. Dang, that's a lot of money right there. $24,000. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button, pound that subscribe button. I only see 3 likes right now. You guys better double that within 2 seconds. I see all you 16 people watching this. Not one of you have hit that like button. You better hit that like button. I've been pouring my heart and soul out and giving you guys some good advice. Yeah, there we go. Boost that number up. I see it's at 5. One more. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the sunny weather. And I'll catch you next time.